Hello lovelies. So today I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to get beautiful tussled beachy natural waves with the Longe Le Duo. I've been talking this little guy up for I feel like weeks now, but it's really only been a few days. But this is one of Longe's most popular hot tools. This is a flat iron and curling iron duo in one. And these vents here that go all the way around push out cool air to set your hair in place. And when you go to touch the hair directly afterwards, it does not burn you. The hair is not hot. So this tool is fantastic. It goes from 280 all the way up to 430 degrees Fahrenheit. The fan mechanism you can turn on and off. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So what I'm gonna do is push and hold the power button and then take it to the temp that I want, and I'm gonna go to 390. And so once the lights stop beeping, you'll hear the fan kick on, and that means that it's ready to go. So I'm gonna rest this here, and while I'm sectioning, I'll tell you guys what products I went ahead and used. I got out of the shower, and I put the, hang on, I'm gonna section this piece and then I'll pull it up and I'll show you guys. But with the exception of the few products put in my hair, right now this is just with the Lay Volume by itself. And my hair is extremely fine and thin. And the volume that this tool here gives is phenomenal. I don't even know how it's done, but I will ensure to do another tutorial with that tool alone, but we're gonna go ahead and do this. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was the fan kicking on. It's not loud at all in person. I've seen several videos, live videos on YouTube, on Facebook of other influencers using this, and they tend to turn the fan off when they're using it, because I guess a lot of people complain about how loud that fan is. In my opinion, I don't think it's loud, so I'm gonna keep it on because I want to show you guys the full effect, what you can get if you do everything right with the products. And I'm going like back and forth between my Kala clips and my Longe clips. These are my new favorite clips, by the way. My Kala clips tend to, my hair gets stuck in them occasionally, and it could be just because they're cheap. I got them at TJ Maxx, but these Longe clips are amazing. They have this really soft foam material here, and it doesn't tug your hair. So yes, I'm pre-sectioning like this because I find it easier in the long run, easier and faster. And the technique I'm going to show you guys, I saw one of my current favorite influencers do this technique. Her name is Chandel. I actually styled my hair like this yesterday and I loved it. And it was probably the most curl and volume I'll ever get in my hair. And it very well could be the products, it could be the tool, it could be both. I've never in my life had such amazing volume. Okay. I wish that I could just like pause the video like I used to be able to on my old phone. Okay, so what I did while my hair was wet still, I combed it out with a wide tooth comb. Any wide tooth comb will do. I then put it up in this Longe microfiber hair towel for approximately 20 minutes while I did my makeup, and it didn't dry with any tangles in it. When I took that down, combed through it again, and I took the Whip Volumizing Mousse, the Longe Whip Volumizing Mousse. I've used it, this will be the second time, and I love it. It definitely makes a difference. I never used to be a mousse person, but this stuff is fantastic. It doesn't leave a residue. So I did that, and then I just took the Longe Glass Hair Thermal Blowout Primer. Any thermal protectant will do. I just feel like I'm not an objective opinion now. I'm in love with the company, and I will say that up front. Again, I am not at all affiliated with them. I just have purchased just about everything that Chandel Clifford, who is the influencer that I keep mentioning, just about anything she's recommended, I have purchased. One thing that is crucial when trying to get texture, especially if you're somebody with fine, thin hair like me, somebody with curly hair or coarser hair, I don't really have an opinion on it, so I wouldn't recommend it because I just don't know. But if you're somebody looking for body and texture, not necessarily volume, but a little bit of grit, you're gonna need a really good texturizing spray. This is the Launch Salt and Sea Spray. A good drugstore version of this is the Not Your Mother's brand, and it's the bottle. I have the bottle upstairs, but to be quicker, it's designed just like this, but it's a spray bottle, and it's a wet texturizing spray. I literally used it for like 2 or 3 years. It's amazing, never fails me, but I'm using this right now just because it's new, and I used it yesterday and it was great. So what I'm gonna do is take this and spritz down the hair. Beforehand, section by section, we're going to then brush it through the strands. Okay, I'm going to start at the back because it just makes it a little bit easier to see. Alright, so this little tool is going to be amazing, especially if you're somebody who really relies on not just a curling iron, but a flat iron as well. And I'm going to show you guys as slowly as I possibly can what I'm doing here, but I'm going to leave the very ends of my hair straight. You see that curl? My hair is so long. But the ends are straight, and I might even just take that piece by piece. So I'm going to do that all the way through. Start about 2 to 3 inches down from the shaft, or down from the root of my hair. And if I want more volume on the underside or the under layers, I'm going to take my flat iron part of it and just go like that. Create kind of like a bump. But what I'm going to do is do this, flip that around, unravel, continue to twist and pull, unravel, continue to twist and pull, unravel, twist, and leave the ends flat. See how beautiful that is? And we're going to leave these tight. We're going to leave these curled until the very end when we add the rest of our texturizer, or the rest of our products, I mean, and run our fingers through it. And that cool air has allowed for these curls to set. Okay, unravel. That cool air is allowing the curls to set, which means that they're going to hold so much longer. And I gotta tell you, I've used many hot tools, but I've never in my life been able to get a curl like this with a curling iron or a flat iron. So when I did this yesterday, I was blown away, and I wanted to like shout how good this product was from the mountaintops. And I'm going through this fast just because I don't want this to be like a 45-minute video, but I will make sure to go a little bit slower for you guys. And I mean, look at how beautiful that is. Do you see that? Literally, the tool is next level. Like, I just can't even believe it. It's ingenious, and what's crazy to me is that for the amount of technology that we have these days, I can't believe nobody has ever thought to add cooling vents to their flat iron. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult on this side just because I'm not left-handed. I'm gonna do my best. See? Oh, it's so pretty. I have no counter space, you guys, which is why I keep having to set this down on my toilet, but I did purchase the wand stand so that my hot tool is not sitting directly onto my ceramic toilet seat, or toilet lid, I mean. And I swear it's clean. I'm OCD as a... Oh, I love this technique. Chandel Clifford, you are a genius. Genius, genius. Everybody else I see, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Everybody else I see that does curls with a flat iron does this. Let me show you the difference in the curl. And they just pull it through, pull it through, pull it through, which is beautiful. But do you see the difference? This versus this. Yes. I see a difference 100%. And as somebody that needs my curls to stay in place, that's a big deal to me. Turn, 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 unravel. Turn, 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 unravel. And maybe straighten that in just a little bit. Yep, and the longer we allow them to cool off and settle down in their place, the more likely they're going to hold later. And ever since I've been using that glass hair, every time that I go in with the hot tool, my hair has been incredibly soft and shiny. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, and real quick, with the code, there are new codes right now, but I just ordered some backups of the glass hair, the sea salt texturizing spray, and I think the shampoo, maybe even another like hair towel or whatever. But with the code CHEERS, you can get 60% off of hair care and 30% off of hot tools, as well as I think it's 50% off of accessories and the gummies. But everybody is pushing for that code LOVEYOU right now, which is LOVEYOU, which is a good code, but you're not going to get as much off on your hair care. You're only going to get 50% off, whereas with the code CHEERS, you're still going to get the 60% off, which might not sound like a big deal, but it is to me when, you know, I'm getting more than $10 off of each hair care product. So I'm telling you right now, guys, I know this sale seems like it's lasting forever, but once the sales are over, they're over for like a couple months, and their stuff just sells out. The hot tools, the bestseller products, which glass hair is one of them. Thermal Magique is another, which is another thermal protectant spray. The sea salt spray is absolutely a bestseller, and that sells like hotcakes. Hot cakes. I've been up since like 5:30, you guys, and I'm pretty sure I sat at my table doing homework for a good 6 to 8 hours. I know. I picked up a third class, a third advanced class, 8 weeks instead of 16, and I'm like, what are you doing, Jessica? What are you doing? I know what I'm doing. I thought I would be able to get out of school sooner, but I would much rather get all A's and comprehend the material than get out sooner and skate by, you know what I mean? Okay, so the front of my hair is very complicated, as I'm sure you see that. It is fried from many years of color treatment, and just that is where I use hot tools the most, is the front of my hair, just because of how short and like just messy that it is. So I try to be very gentle with this part of my hair, and we're just gonna we're going to just kind of work that out. All right, let's get the other side. side. Oh, another thing I love about this, it's a swivel cord, same thing as the lay volume, so you will not get caught up in your cord. Don't you hate it when that happens? I may even do another tutorial, a whole separate day, and just show you different styles of curls, show you what it looks like when you straighten it. Oh, totally messed that one up. So beautiful. I've literally never had curls like this before, you guys. Never, never, never. I would have had to get a perm to get curls like this. And I still feel like my hair would never hold, which I'm very, lucky. My mom and sister's hair is much thicker, coarse, curlier, naturally curlier, which is beautiful, but it's difficult to manage. So I feel like I'm complaining, but everybody has their issues with their hair. Everybody's got their little things that they would change, just like everything else. I could change the thickness and just how greasy it can get, and even if after just like 2 days or something, like I would absolutely change it. Not about changing your hair or what you don't like. It's about accommodating and finding the tools and the products that work best for you and your hair. Why should we have to change ourselves to accommodate the world? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see just all the ends that are fried. That's just my hair, the way it's always been. And I actually just ordered some Goli gummies, which those gummies, I don't think that they're intended for like hair and skin and nails, but I did just purchase another big bottle of biotin gummies, which doesn't matter the brand in my opinion. Biotin is very good for your hair, your skin, your nails, especially if you're trying to grow it out. You know what? I did not spray my sea salt spray. I know that something felt different. Alright. Can't talk and horrible at multitasking. Okay. Telling you guys, texturizing spray is what will make or break your hair's ability to stay. Not even just all day, I just mean like in general. Because I could feel those curls where I hadn't sprayed already starting to like wanting to fall. It just gives you that grit that you need, especially on freshly washed hair. Similar to like even a dry shampoo. And by the way, speaking of dry shampoo, the Launch dry shampoo is literally the best. They have 3 different kinds, but I got the Deja Vu, which I have come to find that Deja Vu is for people that have normal oil amounts, whereas the Style Revival is the one for people who have severely oily scalps. This is only my second time experimenting with this technique, you guys, so bear with me, but the end result is going to be absolutely stunning. Just wait. Just wait and see. Psych, I'm kidding. Oh my god, don't ever let me sing like that again. So, I'm not sure if they're a subscriber or not on my YouTube channel, but they commented on my last video, which was just me getting ready, talking to my crazy son. Just kidding. But they commented and had a request for me to read a book. I don't know if the request was like read a book and get ready. Whoops. Or if it was just like, can you please read this book for me, because, you know, I thought your voice was very soothing and blah, blah, blah. So I am going to purchase this book. It's just a basic children's book, but, yeah. I'll probably try to make it interesting for the other viewers and all that. So I just wanted to, like, let you guys know that if my next... sometime in the near future, if you see me reading a book, I promise I have not, like, gone off the deep end. I'm doing it for somebody who specifically requested, so I want to be the best. I'm definitely not an influencer. I would love to be, but I am not, my reach is not that far, but I'm trying to be the best person that I can be, especially if people are taking the time to even watch what I have to say. I think that that's awesome. I feel blessed that anybody even cares what I have to say, so I really do appreciate anybody that takes the time, and I keep pushing buttons here. I'm kidding, but I'm keeping it, by the way, at $3.90. And again, this is only the second time I'm actually using the tool and the technique, so I had seen another woman who does Facebook Live state that when you get a brand new hot tool, no matter the brand, no matter what kind it is, flat iron, curling iron, wand, duo, whatever, you don't want to automatically on the first go with it send it to the highest heat. You want to, because you just don't know, like, you want to kind of like warm it up, work with it, kind of like, I'm trying to compare it to like cooking or something, but you definitely want to warm it up. You want to get used to the settings, you want to get used to how your hair is going to handle it, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to automatically go straight to the 400 or the 430 is pretty high. I wouldn't take it up that high anyway, especially with the fried pieces that I have, but are you guys seeing how beautiful this is? I did this yesterday and I was about halfway through when I realized I wasn't showing the world, so I took a picture and I posted it on my Facebook, but you know, the people on my Facebook and the people on my YouTube channel are probably two totally different groups of people. So I had to show you guys how incredible this tool is. And with the code Cheers, you can get this tool, which I'm going to obviously mark the prices and the discount prices and all of that in there. However, I believe that I paid right around $70 to $80 with the website had already marked down the tool because of sales and all of that. They're having their Mother's Day sale right now, but then you take the code Cheers and, no, not and, or, because you're limited to one code per order, but you take the code Cheers or Love You, and you get an additional 30% off of your hot tools, which is like incredible. In fact, they have a flat iron on there called the Amplitude or something, and you can get that for under $30 right now. And that's before the discount code. So please get on there, show Launch some love, because they're absolutely an underrated company. I think that they're the kind of company that likes to have their customers spread word of mouth and let the products speak for themselves. And I am in no way affiliated at all, but I just think that credit is due to this company. I think that they're amazing. I believe they're based out of California, and the products are made, if I am correct, in the United States. And for anybody living in Ohio or in the states surrounding Ohio, my products keep coming from Grove City, which must be where one of their warehouses is. So when I order, even on the weekends, it's here and I mean, we're talking during a pandemic, during a very crazy time, it's here in maximum 5 days, most of the time less. So just show them some love. Show them some love. By the way, I know I had a lot of like helpful hints and tips in my self-tan for summer video, but I was super uncomfortable because I normally don't ever film in front of anybody, and I knew that like my mom was right there and she could hear everything I was saying, so I was just like, I felt so weird about it. It would have been like if somebody was videotaping me and they're standing there with a camera in my face, you know what I'm saying? I can talk all day long when nobody else is here, or if it's just being Christian. But yeah, you put me in front of adults, I'm like, I know I'm going super fast. With this next layer, I'm going to go slowly so I can show you exactly what I'm doing again. I just don't want you guys to have to be stuck watching a 45-minute video, but we're doing really good on time. I never get my hair done this quick, especially if I'm curling it. And I'm not going anywhere. I just like to look cute. When I'm overwhelmed with homework, or when I'm not feeling so great or not in the best mood, I make sure I have everything done that I need to have done, and then I'm like, you know what? Go put on some makeup. I'm gonna go do my hair, and I'm gonna liven myself up a little bit. Even if I'm just going to Walmart, I really don't care. I do it for me. I don't do it for anybody else. Do it for me. My son, Christian, looks at me sometimes when I do my hair and makeup like, who is this person? Because he's so used to me, like, hair thrown up in a bun, wearing sweatpants. He's just like, what have you done with my mother? I don't know why I curled that piece like that. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Don't let me forget to put my texturizing, my sea salt spray. It still smells so good. You know, some products have like the artificial scent. That stuff smells like an actual beach was shoved into a bottle. Very clean, very fresh, very, just like a hint of like sea salt, and it's so good. Alright, let's go slow so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. What I'm doing here is just clamping, and then I'm kind of like creating a bump. Roll at about a 180-degree angle. And then right at the end of that, I'm going to start rolling and pulling about 1.5 inches, unravel. Roll and pull, unravel. Roll and pull until just maybe a 1/2 inch of the ends is sticking out, and leave that straight. That's really just a preference. It's more of a modern, contemporary look, if you will. You can curl your ends if you want, or you can leave them straight. It's up to you. It looks, definitely changes up the style. If you're looking for a more elegant, put together evening look, maybe curl the ends, but if you're looking for more daytime, beachy look, leave them straight. See, I'm only doing that bump just to kind of create more volume rather than straighten it. Turn and pull, unravel, turn and pull, unravel, turn and pull, and then stop right about there. See that? I'm trying to show you guys. And Chandel Clifford has hair much shorter than mine, just so you guys know. Total opposite hair type, very thick, color treated, which mine is not. I have not dyed or lifted my hair in years, so I'm working with probably 99% natural hair. Just the very ends from where I tried to biolage it at home a few years back, which I would love to get it redone professionally. It's just a matter of finding the time and making sure that my hair is healthy enough to withstand it. I caught a little loose piece here. I'm working my way through this one really fast. There we go. Oh, and another tip that Chandel taught me, and I like to give credit where it's due. If an influencer taught it to me, I want you guys to know who they are, because they're so freaking smart, and it's like, yes, so simple, but makes such a massive difference. Anyway, she said if you're somebody who's looking for your curl to stay longer, or more volume rather, take smaller sections. But if you're looking for that overall, like one kind of big curl, very wavy, just natural kind of blowout look, take bigger sections. Whereas if you see, I'm taking no more than maybe an inch. Absolutely no more than an inch section every time that I go to curl. But after this, you guys, we only have one more section, which up there, I'm probably going to divide that into two smaller just to be safe. And make sure that you're always, if you want to get this look here, sorry, I can't talk and do it. Make sure you're always holding your wand or your curling iron or your flat iron, whatever it may be, up and down like this and parallel to your face. It's really easy to start turning your wrist like this, but that's going to give you a totally different look. If you're trying to go for this, just make sure that you have it consciously in your mind. You know, hold your wand or whatever tool it is up and down. Twist and pull, release, twist and pull, release, twist and pull. It's gonna look so good at the end, you guys. Twist and pull, release, twist and pull, release. Sorry guys, I probably sound like a weirdo, but I'm just trying to make sure you guys understand what I'm doing, and it might be to help coach myself a little bit, I won't lie. And you know, it's all about practice. It's just about understanding the hand motions. You can do any kind of curl that you want with this tool. It's just a matter of what makes it look like what it does is your technique. That's all it is. You just have to know how to work it, how to move your hands, how to move your wrist. That is all that it is. Got like one of my long layers in there poking out. Alright. It will not be as kind of flat. And you know, the longer that your hair is, the more difficult it's going to be to kind of get that voluminous look. So just make sure you're doing the right techniques with your products, with your tool. And I'll show you what I mean as soon as we make it through these last couple of sections. And by the way, your hair does not get caught in this at all. It glides through so smooth, so effortlessly. It's kind of insane because I've never had a flat iron that didn't pull on my hair at some point where the plates and like the ceramic met. But this is, it's got a very different build, which really helps to protect the hair. And that cool shot, that cool air blowing helps to also seal the cuticle, which is what is setting your hair and keeping that style held in place all day long. And I mean, like, I'll touch the outside of that tool and it's super cool to the touch, not too hot, not uncomfortable at all. Alright, we're going to be done with the Bala clips, the Kala clips. I love you, Kala, you served your purpose well, but wand is where it's at. Alright. Twist and pull, twist and pull. What do you think, guys? What do you think? I just have to find it's one of the most difficult parts about finding that back section. There we go. I have a habit of like taking sections down and then the parts that are not complete yet, like I'll stick it in my mouth, and I don't want to do that on a video and like show you guys something super unsanitary, so I'm not. Okay. Twist and pull, release, twist and pull, release. Did I just push? And there you have it. There we go. Just wanted this section right here. I just realized I didn't spray this section, so we're getting ready to as soon as it's all complete. I'm craving some Chipotle, guys. That's what we'll do. Straight into Chipotle like I'm hungry, and I just got dressed up for an hour and a half just to come in here. It's like I'm kidding, that's so ridiculous. I crack myself up. Can't you tell, like, the more I get comfortable on my channel, do a couple videos, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm not nearly as shy. I don't know why I get so shy, but I do. Don't mind me. That's who I am. That's who I will always be. And yes, I know I just rhymed. Oh, I love that stuff. Yeah, as soon as I heard that they were coming out with a couple more codes and stuff, I was like, I gotta order some backups of my favorite products because I know I'll go through them like crazy, and then I'll be pissed if I get on the website one day and then all of a sudden the prices have gone right back up to $24 to $30 a piece. Depending on the hair care that you pick out, by the way, those are the retail prices without the codes. So that's why I'm saying hurry up and get to that website. Lange, Lange. Google will do the rest for you. Isn't that so convenient too? Like if you're somebody that absolutely required to have both tools plugged in, the flat iron and the curling iron, just to be able to do that with both and get such a versatile like look out of it is just incredible to me. Water in my ear for the shower because I can hear, like, as I'm breathing, I can hear like myself echoing in my head. All right, guys, home stretch. Woo! I just threw a clip. Oh my god, I thought I broke it. I was gonna be so upset. I didn't. Okay, let's sea salt this. It's so easy to like want to go overboard with that stuff. Oh, and by the way, another tip. The thinner, the more fine your hair is, the easier it is, which I know it might sound obvious, but the easier it is to go overboard on the hair care. You can always add more, but you cannot take away. So remember that. Start with small pea-size amounts, especially when it comes to serums and oils and all of that. Focus your serums and oils from mid-shaft down. Focus your dry shampoo, your root boosters and your volumizers at the root. And then stuff like hairspray and texturizing spray you can kind of focus all over. But I would concentrate it more from about a couple inches out of the root down. I wouldn't spray any of that directly onto the root. But yeah, it's just the thinner your hair is, the more it's easy to overdo. So, not the thinner, but the finer, the more, you know, similar to my hair type. I have a lot of hair, it's just very fine. Very, very fine. And I gotta tell you, these curls are freaking bomb. Like, I have never been this excited about a hair care tool in my life. In fact, I don't think I've ever taken this good a care of my hair until the last week or two that I've been buying Lange. It just encourages you to want to take better care of your hair. It's I don't know. Fantastic company. I can't even believe that they're not hyped up more. Like, it's just, it amazes me. Look at that, we're hitting the 45-minute mark. And we're about to be finished right now. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is take my Deja Vu dry shampoo, focus that right at my scalp, and just kind of rub that in. The great thing about this formula is that it is clear, it is not white, so it will not leave that ridiculous white residue that for some reason every dry shampoo company in the world puts in their product. Why? Why can't it be clear? How much sense does it make for it to be white? And right now we're just kind of gently, not so gently, but we're running our fingers through it. Tussle those curls up, loosen them up a little bit. If you're still striving for more volume, you can take a comb such as this, Lift up 1-inch sections, back comb gently, very gently, and then brush back with your boar bristle brush to cover your teasing. But let me turn around and show you guys the final results. I am so pleased with this tool. And I mean, really, like I said, it's your technique. It's how you learn how to work it, but it's also your hair care as well. It's a combination of things. Learn what works for you. Learn what works for your hair type. Yes, but I am in love. So last step, I'm going to go ahead and take my Chic 3-way hairspray by Launch. What's awesome about this is you can get from light, medium to heavy hold, and you can switch the dial to whichever hold that you want. I'm going to do light. I like mine to be flexible. This also smells incredible. Alright guys, that is my how to get beachy, relaxed, curly waves with the Lay Duo. Holy crap. Lay Duo. I love you guys so much. You are all beautiful. I will be back shortly in the next couple days with a tutorial on the Launch Lay Volume. I love you.